Happy Thursday, everyone. I hope everyone is having a great week so far. And we decided to do the live a little later for the people that don't get to watch it earlier. And since I had things going on Tuesday, and so did Tina, we're doing it tonight. So hello, everyone. And there's my doggie in the background because she always has to make her appearance. And there's Tina. Let's see if she appears and she can actually see me this time. It's being slow. Come on. I don't know what is going on. Anyways, while I'm waiting for Tina to get added on here, I just wanted to tell everyone who has been supportive of like my YouTube channel, my TikToks, and here on Facebook. I just want to tell you thank you so very much. And also, let me see if I can add her a different way. Let's see if it's doing it now. Also, I did 2 polls on here, and I'm gonna keep them running until this weekend. And I want to see what times. Hello. Oh, geez,
It's still a black screen on my end. What the heck?
What? Did you try what Jen Bean said?
I did. But that's okay. It's weird how it shows up later that we're both on the screen, but right now, no, it's just a black screen again. But that's okay.
Is there a setting? Once again, I have to have my headphones. Sometimes I hear you without my headphones, and sometimes I don't. So once again, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's just weird. It just keeps doing whatever it's doing. Let's see. Information. Where is that? I'm just seeing if there's any way I can.
Is there an option on there where you can click on your phone and then it shows a split screen or anything?
Let me.
Oh. She clicked out of it. She did not click. Okay, let's see. Where'd she go? She's not even on here anymore. Anyways, as I was saying, thank you for anyone who has been supportive. And with the poll that I'm doing, I want to see what time would work for you guys as well to do the lives where you guys could watch it more. And also, again, thank you so much for your support. You guys are awesome. And we'll see if Tina is actually gonna join me here. So there we go. Come on.
All right, I'll join you. It's just going to be a black screen. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. Anyway, when I went back to see whatever, it kicked me off the live. So we'll just,
I know. I was like, wait, where'd she go?
It's all good. Yeah.
Oh, snap. Well, I was saying with the polls, the 2 polls that I have on here, I want to see what time works best for everyone, and to try to do it that way. And then also for the topic and what would everyone like it to be. I would really appreciate you guys' engagement. And Tina, I already know what it is, and I'm gonna keep the polls running until the end of this weekend. So on Sunday, then I'll see what most favor is, and then we'll go from there. Yeah.
All right. Sounds good to me. Yeah,
and
for sure.
And then if we're doing them later, then are we doing them on Thursday? That would be another thing. Would that work better for you?
Yeah, I'm kind of all over the place, but you just set a time and day, and then I can try to make it work. And if it's
We'll
later,
figure it out.
definitely it will work out. So
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
figure it out. But
Okay.
we'll do it so a little later than we usually have. That's for sure.
Okay.
And I should have specified it was Arizona time, but it'd be like East Coast, East whatever.
I know everybody's like 8 o'clock. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, but they're all over in the East Coast, which is like 11 o'clock.
Or there are some people that are like way across the country, not even here. So I'm like, oh shoot. I should have been specific. That's rude.
Oh, that sounds good.
But
It's a rookie
yeah.
mistake. It's a rookie mistake.
I am a rookie.
I'm just gonna grab my water.
I love your B shirt.
Hey,
What does it say?
let
Beautiful.
it be.
Yes.
Let it be. Cheers.
Uh-huh. It's also could stand for beautiful too. Beautiful.
I like it.
So, and I told you earlier, but one of the topics I wanted to address is, and I've seen it, and I don't know if anyone on here, if you guys are uncomfortable with commenting what exactly you want the topic to be about. And I understand that sometimes people, they tend to they tend to worry about, it could be anywhere from what people are going to judge them with, to it could be for like, I guess to be more specific, it would be, what would people think, right? If you comment on there, does it make you feel not as accepted? Is that part of why? Is it because all of a sudden you have a topic that you want to talk about? So maybe that's what's going on, and it's making you put yourself into kind of the center of attention, so to speak. Is it what exactly, or is it just because sometimes people just don't see the post, then you know what I mean? And if it's any of those, if you're afraid of being judged or things like that, for one, you can put it in the comments and send it to me. However, I will tell you this: you're going to be judged no matter what. It doesn't matter what you do in life. I made a video earlier today about it, and then because it occurred to me, like, so many people worry about that, right? Oh, what are they going to think about this or that? They're going to judge you no matter what you do. So how about you just be your true self and be the best version of you? So if you're not comfortable on doing on the poll, then send me a message in Messenger, and I'll be more than happy to do it that way too, because I understand it takes, you got to take baby steps, right? Nothing comes overnight, right? And I'm respectful of that. However, I would love it if you guys participated in the 2 polls that I put out there. And thank you for your support and encouragement. I love y'all.
I'll
And
comment on that.
yes, do it.
So I was just gonna say, like, back when I used to do my Facebook lives and stuff, sometimes we get into some really, really deep subjects, and people would comment on them, and then, if you comment on to be a part of the live or the, the thing to get feedback or whatever, you can, if you're this person that you just don't want your stuff out in the public or whatever, you can always go back and delete your comment. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Or like I said,
whatever makes you comfortable. Yeah.
Yep. Or send it in Messenger. That way nobody sees it public, and you know what I mean? And then
she can reply to it.
We'll do it that way. But the whole point of these lives is, I just want people to get empowered. I want them to talk about real things. This is like real things that people go through, right? And nobody really talks about it. And, it's coming out more and more on certain things, but a lot of people don't, right? They hold it with them. And like I said, one of the big things is a lot of people are afraid to say things because of being judged. Well, as I say, I'm like, then they're going to judge you for no matter what. So be yourself. Everybody goes through shit. I don't care who it is. Everybody goes through it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
We do.
Mm-hmm. And also, are we doing the cards? Wait, you can't see me. I'm like sitting here like I swinging.
It's all right. We can do the cards. I got cards here too. Let's do one. Let's do 2 from yours and 2 from mine.
I like that. Okay, do it. Because yours are like, I think I need to get a little more deeper cards like yours.
No, I think yours are really good as well. So it's just different topics or
Mix them
whatever.
up. Yes, absolutely. You're
I
right.
like
You're
it.
right.
Yeah. So let's do yours first. It's your show. Come on.
What? No, this is a contribution.
Okay. All right,
You
then
go
you tell
first.
me when.
Okay.
Right now?
No, keep going.
Okay.
And stop.
Okay, top or bottom?
Bottom.
Hi, Liz. Okay, so there's a question for tonight. Feel free to answer in the comments. We're going deep. All right. This one's called self-soothing, okay? And it says, what soothes you when you are upset? Ooh, I like this one. What soothes you when you are upset?
Well, there's a couple things. I mean, the gym would always be soothing to me.
Right?
But I would say, well, it could be a variety of things, but ultimately is for me what soothes me is understanding why I'm upset in the first place.
Oof. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then understanding it and then being like, okay, well then what's the resolution behind it, right? So
Yeah.
for me, that's what truly actually soothes me is understanding myself.
That's exactly how I am. It's like when I'm upset, I like to dissect the crap out of it. I mean, I'm just like, okay, why am I upset? And I'm just like dissecting, figuring it all out. And a lot of times what really puts me in that and it's just quiet time, and I just love my hot baths, man. I literally, Calgon, take me away. When I get in my bathtub and I'm just so relaxed and laying back there, oh God, you don't even know how much stuff comes to me in that quiet. It's nice, quiet and warm and bubbly. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
And that's the thing, when we sit quiet, we actually get the answers. We hold them within us. But also, I will say this too. If you're upset, talking to someone who you trust and just venting is going to help you quite a bit as well too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
It
does help.
Yeah.
Somebody that, understands, not somebody that's going to throw in their 2 cents and try to tell you what to do, but just to literally give you space to listen. Because a lot of times, like we've talked about, we answer our own shit while we're talking.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. And
need the air.
It is. And like another thing is we have to learn to choose wisely. I'm a sole believer in that. When it comes to, I've said it before, but like not everyone is out to get you, but not everyone is there for you either. Not everyone has your best intentions at heart. And the thing is with that is, and like as we were talking earlier, which I think is important, people think that if you have friends and they agree with everything you say, that's a friend. Actually, a friend is going to want you to grow. So they're going to give you the support that you need, right? And tell you when you're doing something, but also tell you well, I see it from this point of view, and kind of bring a different perspective to it as well too. Or maybe I would have responded this way to it. Or, give you some feedback other than just always agreeing with you. Because then they want you to grow.
Yeah.
So choose wisely.
I agree with that. And I don't like somebody agreeing with it, but sometimes we do just absolutely agree.
Yes.
and it's really known in my fucking life is that sometimes when I disagree with people for whatever reason, they feel like they need to like, oh my God, I did something so fucking wrong. It's like, and then it's just like silent treatment, whatever. I'm just like, but not everything is one way. There's other points of view. Take that take that information and do what you want with it, but you know, not everybody has the same freaking point of view.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. And the bottom line is you have to, if people are going to take it that way, then they're not ready to hear what you have to say in the first place, right? So you don't need to, then you just step away and you take that as they're emotionally immature. That's what it boils down to.
Yeah, that or I hit a trigger point, and instead of talking about that trigger point, they shut down, shut off, and be done with it. Instead of being like, oh man, that fucking triggered me, man. Hold on a minute. Sit back here. Let's see why this triggered me. I mean, it's just all about talking about it.
Right.
I'm saying.
But so tell me how that's not immaturity, emotional immaturity, because if you had enough emotional maturity, you'd be able to have a conversation like, hey, you know what, this kind of triggered me. But if you don't, if you're not emotionally, and I'm not trying to judge anyone, I'm just simply saying, if you're emotionally mature, you can have a conversation, right? And be like, you know what, maybe I need to reflect on that. That triggered me.
Yeah.
But if you're emotionally immature, you're just going to, like, all of a sudden you stop, like, you don't say what triggered you or anything else just because of something the first time you have like, you don't see eye to eye. No, that's emotional immaturity. Yeah
That or it's just an escape, but that's okay.
Either way you look at it, still boils down to that.
Yep, that's it. Shoot. Okay, now you pull a card.
Okay. You gotta listen because you can't see.
I know. I'm just going to count to 11 and tell you to pull.
Okay, count to 11. What's in here? Shuffle. Do the truffle shuffle. Hold on, I dropped cards.
Whatever's on top.
Okay. How I've grown most in the last year.
You gonna answer that first?
Oh, sure. I'll go first.
Okay.
I thought you were answering.
Okay.
So how have I grown in the last year? The most in the last year. Oh, I know. I'm truly in my purpose, and I'm chasing.
You are truly in your purpose.
I've accepted it. I'm chasing it, and I'm getting it, and that's exactly what I'm doing, and it makes my soul happy.
Yeah.
Yep, that's how I've grown. I've learned to just
embrace it.
Matured. I'm growing. I mean, not in height, but I'm growing. I'm still a little vertically challenged, and but it's so good.
Oh, that's funny. Let's see here. How have I grown in the last year? How have I grown in the last year? It's just been a recent growth for me. It's just understanding how to why do I have an issue with this one? How have I grown? I've grown because I've grown because I learned from a lesson, basically. I don't really want to get into it, but I learned a lesson in connection with people, basically, and how to do it differently the next time. And again, it's kind of like in the beginning of this live here, it's about, say what you want to say, be your authentic self, because or do what you want to do, because no matter what, they're either going to like you or they're not going to like you, but at least you're yourself. So resistance, but I understand now because I dissected the crap out of it, and it's all good. There's still some healing that needs to be done, but it's all good. So with that, I've grown in that aspect. I learned what the 4 attachments are in connection with people. I'm just saying. I learned it. I dissected it. I listened to 1,000 fucking videos. I understand it now. I completely understand it. So
Can I tell you something? So first
Bring
of
it.
all, I want to say another way I've grown the most in last year is I've learned to let people in, which is huge for me. Like I'm talking about
Me
like
too.
not just like let people in, but I'm talking about like really let people in. Because I've let people in to a certain extent, right? But I've learned to you know, yeah, and
Fully let
that's
them in.
that yeah, fully let them in.
Yeah.
And not only that, but I would say with you, you've also grown. You know yourself, and you knew yourself before that, and I think your power grew even more within yourself. So I think you have grown, and we always learn. We always learn lessons in every single thing, right? It's not the universe doesn't work against us; it works for us.
Right.
And even if in the moment it may not seem like it, that's ultimately what it is.
Yeah.
And the thing is, though, you have truly stepped into your power and you haven't lost yourself. You could have went a different way with it, but you know what? You've also realized even more who you are, and it gave you that confirmation for yourself.
Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely.
So
For
I'm
sure.
proud of you. I'm proud of you.
And I'm proud of you. I'm
Oh,
just
thank you,
saying.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
definitely learn that. And I remember in the very beginning, I was wanting to run, okay? Because there is a little bit of dismissive avoidant in me in the beginning of something. When I feel like I'm starting to get close to somebody, first thing I want to do is fucking run. And I remember telling her, we was standing in a park, and I remember telling her, it's like, man, I want to run, but I'm not going to. I told her that, and I didn't, but she ended up running.
Well, it's her loss.
Yeah. I was like, I'm
I'm
not
just
going to
saying.
run. I'm not going to run. I'm just not going to. I might not be fully like know how to deal with all these emotions or feelings or whatever, but I'm not going to fucking run. I want somebody that's just patient enough with me, you know? Be patient enough with me. I'm a damn good catch. I'm telling you.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
It
And
just
you,
takes a minute. It just takes a minute, but I got to trust that you're not going to bolt. And this one fucking bolted. Damn it. But it's okay.
you've learned a lot and you've grown a lot. So you know what? That's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It made you, like I said, it empowered you even more because it brought you back into you. You didn't change your morals, you didn't change your values, you didn't change any of that. You stay true to Tina. And that's the most important part in it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Shall we pull another card?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. Go ahead.
From the black deck. Okay, you
Okay.
tell me when.
Okay.
Does okay mean stop?
No, I'll tell you when to stop.
Okay.
Okay means okay.
Okay.
Okay, now.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay, and I even said okay. So you know what? Okay, I got this messed up. So I'll just say from now on, stop.
Okay, this one's called vulnerability. And it says, what makes you feel unsafe and vulnerable? We did this one.
Yeah, next one.
We did that one.
Next.
Next one. You want me to keep shuffling?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm shuffling.
Stop.
Okay. Hidden self, this one's called. What parts of yourself do you feel you have to hide from your family? Interesting. Let me repeat this question. What parts of yourself do you feel you have to hide from your family? Ooh.
Nothing.
Nothing. Hi, Kim. Mwah.
Hello, everyone on here. Hi, Ivanka. Hi, Ron. Hi, Kim. Who else is on here? I think that's it. Yeah.
You guys can answer these as well. What parts of yourself do you feel you have to hide from your family? Hey, that's a sad one right there, that you even got to hide yourself.
Yeah, because, I mean, if they can't accept you, then they don't really want, they have, no, people either accept you for who you are, and especially, like, and even if it's family, if they don't accept you, then they don't deserve to be around you. I'm sorry, but that's what it boils down to. Because, and it may be hard for some people, but then are they really there to, do they want your best interest? Do they have your best interest at heart?
Do
If
they
you have to
accept real
hide,
unconditional love? You know, God.
but you also have to look at it from the other perspective. If you have to hide, is there something you need to work on yourself as well too? It's not always about them not accepting you. Are you hiding something because you haven't corrected something within yourself? So
Yeah,
therefore you hide it because you need to fix something. So it could be taken either way. It's not just a one-way thing.
Yeah, I think with all of my family, I don't think I have anything to hide, to be honest. I think I'm been straightforward, you know. I mean, I was so straightforward with my dad, he disowned me. And, you know, with that, I'm just like, it is what it is. It leads a lonely world, but it's okay. But for the most part, I don't think I have anything hidden from my family. Maybe one thing. I mean, I don't think my family knows that sometimes I feel, you know, like I feel alone and I feel like I'm facing the world by myself a lot of times. But I wouldn't say that that's something that I'm hiding from them. It's just that, you know, I don't talk enough about it. But and that's only sometimes. A lot of times I feel like, you know, I like this life that I'm living that's kind of solitude. Is back and forth, you know. But yeah, sometimes I feel a little bit like, man, where's my family? Sometimes I long for that closeness again. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, you have Sunday dinners together as a family and all that kind of stuff, and have barbecues and kind of stuff like that. Sometimes I do miss that kind of stuff. And yeah.
So if you miss it, then why not do it with, like, surround yourself with people who like that kind of stuff moving forward and make your family.
Right. I can do that, but like one of my goals this year is, and I said this in a few lives ago, is
Really?
like I want to
You're good.
go back to my roots. So one of my goals this year is to, you know, travel out to see my family members and, you know, kind of connect again and be together for, you know, a long weekend. And yeah, I would have to say that might be the only thing that they don't know about me.
Okay.
But sometimes I long for that. Yeah.
But you know what? Do we all go through when we think that we know we're facing Millie, no, hold on one second. Where we're facing the world by ourselves, right? And it's gonna happen, and we're all gonna have moments where we're gonna be in solitude, because we need to be in solitude, I feel like, at one point in our life, in order to understand ourselves and to understand everything. But we do also, you know, we want people around and things like that as well too. But again, it has to be the right people, right? Because you can make family. I'm a sole believer is your family is not necessarily blood. It's who's there for you, right? Who has your best intentions at heart. But like the people do have blood family that they're close with, you know, you both have to make an effort. Both parties have to make an effort in order to connect.
Yeah.
Right? Because life happens. You get busy with one thing and another, but you also have to make time for that as well too.
Yeah. I have to say that I agree with that. My little half brother, where he is like, my dad had a child outside of our family with another woman. So I guess I call him my half brother, but he's my little bro, I call him. And, you know, he reaches out to me all the time to get together. And it's just like, I got to get together with him. He wants it, you know? And yeah, it's just, I mean, he's on my list to go visit this year. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So.
Well, that's good. And I'm happy that you're doing that. I think it's going to be good for your soul.
It will be good for my soul.
Yes.
It'll be good for my soul. Yeah, to just connect. You know, my aunt, her son, my cousin, he's getting married this year. They sent me out an invitation. I need to go. That's another, thing about getting connected, and being a part of, family or whatever. But yeah, it's all good. It's on my goal this year, so it's all coming together. Yeah. You were my first back to my roots visit. So thank you.
I feel so special.
And it was a good trip. Yeah.
Oh my
That was
gosh.
nice.
I feel honored. Thank you.
Yes.
And it was so nice to see you. It was so freaking amazing. Like I love it. And this is what I mean. Like my family is like, I have a
Picked and
small
chosen.
circle. And I have it's very picked. Yes, hand-picked.
Mhm.
Except for my kiddos.
I'll take this one. I'll take this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for my kiddos and my grandbaby, which I can't wait to see them in May. That's going to be amazing. But other than that, like, yeah.
Yeah. Are you going there or are they coming there?
No, I'm going there because my grandbaby turns 1 in May.
Oh,
She's so cute. She's so chunky.
She is cute. She is cute. I love the little football outfit that was on on that one. Yeah. I was just like, oh my God. I had to comment on it. So yes.
Okay, ready for the card?
Bring it.
Okay, I gotta shuffle. I'm starting to shuffle now.
Okay. Hi, Pauline. We're pulling cards and getting deep and personal. We have little card games. Join if you'd like.
Okay, I'm shuffling.
What is Muscle Girl's question? Stop.
Top or bottom?
Oh, I'm going to go with the bottom this time.
Okay. Who can I help the least?
What?
What? I know. I was like, wait, what? That's not what I expected.
What?
I had to reread it. I was like, did I read this wrong? Like,
right?
dyslexic? No, nothing. No offense against anyone who is dyslexic. Who can I help the least? Oh, I know. That's easy.
Who can I help the least?
You know who I can help the least?
Who?
Well, truly is no one, because even if if they're not receptive to any kind of, I guess, like, let's say someone is set in their ways and you're having a conversation with them, right? And there's nothing wrong with people having their beliefs, and you could agree to disagree, right? But I'm talking about somebody who doesn't even see it that way. And I can't help someone who, if I have an opinion and all of a sudden it differs from them and they take it personal. If you take it personal, that's on you.
Yeah.
I can't help you at that point, and I can't, you know what I mean? That I think that might, because otherwise, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Who can I help the least? That's an interesting question.
Yeah.
But
who can I help the least? A closed-minded person.
Yeah.
But wait, or somebody that doesn't want to help themselves, because can we really help people? Yeah, we can.
Yes, this is why.
We can.
This is why, because even somebody that's closed-minded, you most likely will say something to them, and years down the road, they might not want to admit it. It could be a month down the road. It could be a year down the road. It could be 10 years down the road. It could be on their deathbed, for all you know. And all of a sudden, Tina would come to their little voice and be like, damn it, you know what? Maybe I was a little of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or whatever. So, I don't know. I don't.
That's
I think
a tricky question. I want the top card.
Okay. What happened in the past that broke a part of me? What healed in its place?
What in the past has broken a part of me and healed in its place?
Mm-hmm. And what healed in its place?
What part has broken me and then healed in its place?
No. So what part in the past broke a part of you, right? And what healed in its place? What replaced it? Because you always have to let go of something for something else to come in.
Oh, okay. What broke me in the past? Okay. I, well, I mean, it's got to be, relationship ending. I'm thinking, and then what replaced it? I got to think about this one. I don't want to just shoot out any answer. So, what do you got to answer yet?
If
I'm just
you're,
kind of less
yeah.
like, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
So in that one, and I would say your confidence replaced that if you were to go with that. But what happened in the past that broke a part of me and what healed in its place? Okay, so part in the past that broke a part of me. I would say my childhood, and then what healed in its place. What healed inside its place is the fact that I used that and I alchemized it, and like I've learned throughout the years how to turn pain into a good thing and understand it, and that it's not necessarily for as it comes off like, yeah, it stinks in the moment, but like I said earlier, things happen for us, not to us, because you want to be independent, you want to be this, you want to be that. Well, how are you going to be that unless you actually go through it? And I wouldn't be doing this right now if I didn't go through that, because I wouldn't understand what it is to go through those things, right? I
Yeah.
wouldn't
Yeah.
be in my purpose if I didn't go through that. So what broke me was that. What broke me is me being in my own head for a while. What broke me is a lot of things broke me, but it was that mentality that I had as a, you know what I mean? That like as I always say, when you're a kid, you can't control it. As an adult, yes, you can, and that's on me. It was on me to change that, right? But yeah, so I would say my confidence, my discernment, my drive, my compassion, empathy. I would say I'm more empathetic with people than sympathetic. I'm sympathetic with some, but not most of the time. I'm more empathetic. Like
Yeah.
I can relate to people, but I don't put people in that victim mentality.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Yeah.
And
I agree with that.
so yeah, I would say that's it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have an answer for that one. I got to think about it, and I'll put it in the feed afterwards.
That's okay.
There's a lot. I feel like I've been broken a few times, but each in the same way. And then, but each time I learned something about different personality traits of whoever, if I was involved with, right? And I always learn something because I dissect everything. I dissect personalities. I dissect, how they dealt with things, how, and all this kind of stuff afterwards. And then I always find something that teaches me something that I know to look for in the next one,
So you learn discernment.
Is that what that is?
You've learned to, well, for one, you're growing every single time. You're taking it as a lesson and moving forward. You're actually taking a positive thing out of it versus just looking at it as a negative situation, right? So again, it's the difference between things happening for us versus against us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or to us. And so the bottom line is you've learned every single time, even more. You've empowered yourself every single time, for one. For two, you've learned to what these, like, what the past, and you don't carry that into the next person or the next person or the next person, right? And you're taking the time to understand it so that way you don't repeat it.
Right. I don't want to repeat it, but yeah, I do notice though, and I got to figure this one out. I am for whatever reason, I attract people that are emotionally, the word is, it's like dismissive avoidance. I'm just saying. I don't know why. I attract them. I'm attracted to them. So with that, at least now I know what that is. And the next, if I choose to be into somebody, okay, I know for damn sure I'm going to go over the narcissistic traits, and I'm going to go over the emotionally unavailable trait, and I'm going to go over dismissive avoid. I'm going to ask all the questions that I need to know and keep that communication and let them know what kind of person I am. I want to know their love language. I want to know their attachment styles. I want to know all that, because by golly, if I'm going to invest this heart again, now that I know 1, 2, 3 different things, then I'm going to be communicating at the most I've ever communicated in my life, because falling in love or falling for someone is I don't do that often. I mean, I'm 56 years old, and there's only really been 3 or 4 people I fell in with, and I've only really been with like 2 or 3. So, I'm just saying.
The
So
thing is, though, you've learned your self-worth through it, I feel like. And every single time you're stronger and you're more confident within yourself. And
yeah,
like I
I'm
said
less
before, I'm
attached
proud
as
of you.
well.
I'm proud of you, because then this is the thing, though. We attract people. Sometimes we attract the same people over and over again because that's what we're used to. So if you're used to somebody being emotionally detached from you, that's what you grew up with. That's familiar to you, and you're
Right.
automatically going to attract it. But a lot of times is, even when you don't, you're going to attract people that are not on the same vibration as you. And it's literally, they suck your damn energies, because they want, you know what I mean? Like, they see you as like like when you have a positive energy, or your vibration is high, and you all of a sudden, they want that. And how do they want that? They have to put themselves and make themselves what they may appear to be, a good catch to you. That's again where you have to use your discernment, right? Because they're going to portray themselves a certain way, because that's what they want. They want a person like you, right? But are they ready for a person like you? Probably not.
Yeah. And
So
I gotta ask that question of myself as well. Like, am I going to be the person that they need? Can I be the
exactly,
person that they need?
exactly,
And then
yeah,
it's just like yes or no, and be
yeah,
honest with your fucking self. And if you're not
exactly.
going to work on it, or you're just like, nope, I can't be that person, then just call it then. Don't waste any
Thank you.
time.
That's what I tell people. I'm like, if it's not, doesn't line up, why y'all trying to keep doing it? You're not doing yourself a favor. You are officially making both of you miserable. But yet you're doing it for what reason? Just step away. Recognize it for what it is. Some things work and some things don't, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
give it your best. You can look back on it and be like, you know what? I gave it 100%. Once you know you gave it 100%, that's the best you could do.
Yeah. I can't
That's it.
say. Yeah. And you know that, to be honest, like I have this stigma. I don't know if that's the word I'm trying to come up with, but I have this thing about myself. It's like, don't go there. Friends last way longer than fucking any relationship you've been in. So keep the friendship. Don't go any further. Just keep the fucking friendship. So I have that little stigma, that whatever that little thing is back there. And I'm just like, and because every time I fucking cross that damn line, it's like done.
But let me ask you this. Yeah, I this is it's normal to have that, right? When you have like relationships that don't work or things like that. It's human. We're human. We
Right.
think, we're gonna have those moments.
Mhm.
However, there's friendships that don't last.
That is true.
How many friendships have you had that haven't lasted? You gave more friendships, more chances, and more friendships have failed than relationships. So you can't,
Yeah,
you got
I
to
think,
compare apples to apples. You can't compare apples and oranges.
yeah, I have to say I like in all my friendships, like they're almost all still there. They are.
But
We can
there,
always come back,
but
you know?
the thing is though with friendships though, they are there, right?
Yeah.
But you give it, do you give your friendships 100%? Is that the real you that you do in friendships?
Oh, for sure.
Then is that the real you do in relationships?
Nope. And I know
There you go.
that. And I know that because I'm kind of just like, you know, my heart is so guarded. I'm just like, oh, I want to go in. I want to go in. Like, I want to fucking kiss this person or whatever. I'm just like, nope, not going to do it. The fear sets in. Nope, 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 nope. And then I find out, well, I was really into you, but you never did anything. So I put you in the friend zone.
Stop. That's a two-way street. No.
It is a two-way street.
You are not
But
taking that on yourself.
But when you
Absolutely
have two
not.
people that are the same and nobody's fucking making a move or nobody's trying to go further in, it's like there's a reason for that. And
But
I think that comes from fear of intimacy, fear of rejection, fear of all kinds. It's fucking fear.
exactly. That's the common
sucks.
thing. And as I said,
And
it doesn't fall
there's
on
fear
one.
there, then obviously that is not the right person. I'm just going to say that right now, because if you should not have fear with the right person. So it's just, and I chalk it up as that.
Yes and
What's
no,
your thoughts on that?
I agree to a certain extent, because if you haven't done the emotional work on yourself, if you haven't realized who you are and you're not comfortable with seeing the person in the mirror, you're not giving it 100%, to be honest. You're actually sabotaging yourself.
I know.
And it's not the person for you. It could be very well the person for you. You're just not seeing it. So there's a difference. And also, like I said, it's a two-way street with that whole thing. Don't put it on yourself. Please get that out of your head.
Mm-hmm.
It's a two-way street. It takes two to tango, okay? And you both have to come to the table 100%. And if you don't, then do the work and come at it again, or don't come at it again. You know, go your separate ways regardless, and heal.
Because
exactly.
Yes, you got to do the work, because all this stems from is your subconscious from your raising.
Mm-hmm.
It's constantly trying to protect you. You go into, it's all subconsciously. I'm just saying, I'm learning. It's what you brought into yourself at a very young age, on how to, you know, maneuver through feelings and what was given, what was not giving, and all this kind of stuff. And you just subconsciously, girl, I've been reading up on this stuff. It's crazy.
The thing is, though, it's not always from childhood. Some people have great childhoods. Sometimes they have great childhoods, and then they get into a relationship and they've never been in that kind of position before, so they don't necessarily stand up for themselves, and it becomes toxic. And then they get trauma from that, and they get hurt over and over again. They don't heal. They keep going in the same relationship in the same damn cycle, and it keeps going. Like that. And so again, it doesn't always stem from childhood. Sometimes if somebody's never experienced something, all of a sudden they experience it, is going to send them into an emotional freaking roller coaster.
Yeah.
Because they don't know how to deal with it, right? So trauma is trauma, no matter where it comes from. And this is, as I always say, it's a matter of balancing the brain and the heart. And well, maybe, damn, I wasn't planning on going into that, but now I'm going to go into it. So the heart beats, like, if your brain stops working, you can still be alive. If your heart stops, you're dead. Okay, there's no bringing your ass back, no nothing. Your brain becomes dead. Okay, now with that being said, this is important. Why? One, you should balance the head and the heart. some people say the brain is the most powerful thing we have. Yes and no. It's powerful, but it's not the most powerful. This is why. Because when you operate fully just out of the brain, then you're going to second guess yourself. You're going to second guess yourself when you step foot out of your house. You're going to second guess yourself with, oh my gosh, like, what if I step out of my house and I fall down the stairs? What if I, go outside and all of a sudden I get hit by a bus? What if I do this, or what if I do that? And then all of a sudden you become too analytical for your own good, and you talk yourself out of doing anything, and period. Two, why is the heart? The heart beats, the frequency of the heart is 5,000 times more powerful than the brain. People would say, you should operate out of the heart. However, that's not correct either, in my opinion. This is why. If you were to just operate out of the heart, you would help every single human being on the planet. Okay? What would that do for you as a person? You would get nowhere. You would be too empathetic and sympathetic for every single human being. You would be absolutely drained, right? So therefore, when you balance the thought process with the emotions, that's when you create, and actually scientists, doctors, they will tell you this, when they're in sync, your vibration raises. People who don't know how, we're all freaking energy, right? I've used this before, and I've used it today in an example. But you step into a room, you can feel the tension in a room usually. If it's a good vibe, if it's not. If you don't put out energy, how the heck would you feel that? You wouldn't. So therefore, if you're putting out energy as well too. That's why I always tell people, you need to be the best version of you, because you're also contributing to that energy in the whole universe. It is not a crazy thought process. It's not something made up. It's the brain itself operates at a frequency. The heart operates at a frequency. Again, if it wasn't real, then you wouldn't be able to feel it when you step into that room. Now, if you step into that room and all of a sudden it's a negative energy, what impact is it going to have? Great question. Well, I got a great answer. So, anyways, what it's gonna do is, if it's a lower vibration, those are gonna be attracted to you. They're gonna suck you dry, and you're going to feel drained as heck after you leave that place. Or it's going to raise their vibration. Now, if they choose to stay in that vibration, right, and they elevate, it can be where it's an equal give and take. But if it's not, you're going to be drained, because it's always going to suck your damn energy dry. They're going to go to their respective places and be themselves. Like, I'm talking about lower vibration. What good did that do you? Absolutely nothing, right? Because it drained the hell out of you. Now, you step into a room and everybody's operating in the best version of themselves, right? Their vibration is high, they're in sync, the thoughts and emotions synchronize. All of a sudden, you have a very positive interaction. It raises your vibration. The flow is there. What you attract when you're in a lack mindset and lower vibration, you're attracting what? You're too closed-minded to see the opportunities around you, because you're looking at it as the universe is against you, not for you, right? What happens? You raise your vibration, all of a sudden you start seeing opportunities around you. And you know what? You start looking at it as like, oh, yes, it's working in my favor. It is for my best interest. And all of a sudden, your thought process becomes, okay, so that opportunity is right there. That opportunity is right there. You can take it. You may learn from this one. You may, or it just might be what, you need at the time. Or it might be something where you ultimately start living in your purpose and you start attracting that. That's what it does.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a balance.
Yeah. Earlier you spoke, when we was on the phone, you said something about, when you're leading with your heart all the time, you can become a doormat.
Yeah, that's
it.
Yeah.
That one struck me. That struck me. It really did. Because sometimes, I lead with my heart so much that sometimes I that one hit me. Yeah. So it's good to
And
have the brain in there a little bit.
the thing is, so that's why it's important, and that's how but we're always growing, right? We're always going to grow. We're never going to know everything, but we have to be open to it. And we always have to try to improve from the day before. And also, when you look back on things, though, and you reflect, when people learn to reflect on themselves, you have to pass no judgment, which is hard because as humans, we're going to judge ourselves harder than anybody has ever freaking judged us.
Yeah.
Well, most of the time.
Yeah.
There's some pretty toxic people out there, but the point is, usually that's what we do, is we judge ourselves even worse than anybody else, right? So you have to come from a non-judgmental place, which is hard, but you have to learn the difference, right? You look at it as, okay, this is what it was presented, like this is what's going on. How am I going to change this? Understanding yourself. I respond this way because of this. Okay, so let's fix it. Next time, I mean, you reduce the time that you spend in that, or you already know it and you're not going to repeat it, whatever it may be.
As long as you don't repeat it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you can't be hard on yourself and be like, oh, damn it, I should have. You know what? You needed to experience that. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Learn from it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
My word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good card pulls tonight, I have to say.
I agree.
Those were.
I agree. And we're gonna have to figure out your camera system thing.
I know. I don't know what the hell that is. Weird.
Well, little Miss Jim
Try my
Beam is
Apple
gonna have
phone
to.
next time.
You still have that?
Yeah. I got all my pictures on there. So I
snap!
I think as long as I can, if it's got Wi-Fi, I think I can do Facebook Lives on it. I don't.
Yes, you can.
Put my SIM card in there, so I'll have to try that next week.
Yeah, we shall.
Because this is ridiculous. But yeah. All right.
Well, we'll do this again next week, and then, like I said, I'm gonna run those polls until this weekend, and then see what the outcome of them are. I'll stop it on Sunday, and whoever, please give me your feedback, please, and thank you for whoever was watching and supportive. Thank you so much. We love you guys, and I wish you guys all love, light, happiness, peace, and abundance in all areas of your life.
All right. Yay.
And yeah, and we'll figure out what day we're gonna do next week for the live, and I'll post something on it so that way people know.
Okay. All right. So, well, you have a good rest of your night, and everybody on here, and we shall chat at you next week.
Sounds good.
All right.
Love you guys. Thank you.
Later. All right. Bye-bye.